Hi, I'm an old guy and I do maths, and today's problem involves reducing balance depreciation. And I've summarized the facts that were stated in the header here. But basically, a business buys some furniture for $6,000. It uses reducing balance depreciation as its method of depreciating these assets, and the rate they choose to use is 17%. The question is, what is the book value of the furniture after 3 years? Now, I need to explain a couple of things perhaps. Book value is the value that the business carries the asset in from year to year. So, for example, if you have a $10,000 asset and you depreciate it by $2,000 a year, after 1 year, the book value is $8,000, 10,000 minus the $8,000. This value here, $6,000, I've abbreviated a term up here, historical cost. You could call it purchase price. So how do we do this? Well, the book value is equal to the purchase price times this number, and in this case we're looking for 3 years, so we have this little index up here, this exponent of 3. So let's just explain this. So how we come by this number is we take 1 and we subtract the rate of depreciation over 100 from it, and that gives us 0.83. What am I saying? Try it on a calculator. 1 minus 17 over 100, you'll get that. And that is the rate that we use to calculate the value of this after a period of time. Now, our period of time is governed by this number up here, which is usually referred to as n. And if n is 1, that's 1 year. If n is 2, that's 2 years. If n is 3.5, that's 3.5 years. So let's pop this in a calculator and see what we get. It's a fairly simple operation. You can do it on a calculator like this. You can do it in a slightly longer way on a simpler calculator. I'll show you how to do that as well. Okay, so we have $6,000 and we're multiplying that by 0.83 to the power of 3, and that's what we get. There we are. I hope you can see that. $3,430.72. So the book value after 3 years is $3,430.72. Now, we can do this another way. It's a bit laborious, but what we're going to do is we're going to multiply 6,000 by 0.83, and that's going to give us the first year's depreciation. Which is equal to, the depreciated value rather, is equal to $4,980. Now, the depreciation for the year is the difference between that number and that number. So it's roughly just over $1,000. Okay, now, so that's year 1. Now, year 2, we're going to take this number, 4,980, and we're going to multiply it by this. You can see why this is regarded as a handy shortcut. So 4,980 times 0.83, and that gives us 4,133.4. 133.40. Now, a keen observer will note that the difference between these two numbers is smaller than the difference between these two numbers. The amount of depreciation using this method changes each year. It gets smaller. We'll get to year 3, and then I'll try and illustrate this as best I can on a graph. So we start with the number from the end of year 2, and we multiply that by 0.83. 4133.4 times 0.83, and we get the same number that we had previously, 3430.72. Now, if you were to graph this, what you would notice is that you'd start up here with $6,000, and the value of this asset would go down like this. It would go down in a curve over time. So this is time in years across here, and this is the value in dollars, the book value in dollars of the asset. Anyway, there are two ways of doing this, at least. You can also do this using recurrence relations, and there are probably ways that you can do it manually, which aren't much fun. The fastest way to do it is to do it this way, which, if we're going to give you a formula for it, it's going to be the book value is equal to the historical cost times 1 minus the rate of depreciation to the power of the number of years. And that's what I've done here. That's how I've worked out 0.83. N is 1 or 2 or 3, depending upon your needs. And if you do this manually, you will get the answer that I got here. There's my answer from that, and there's my answer from that. They're identical. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.